There are 1.5 million people facing acute food insecurity, what we call IPC4. So these people are really struggling, and many of them are living in slums. Yeah? Many of them are living in poor urban areas. Yeah? And there are peaks in humanitarian assistance when there are big shocks. The 2010 earthquake, the 2016 Matthew hurricane. Since most of the humanitarian needs are chronic, and it's quite difficult sometimes to identify, to name clearly what is a humanitarian need in Haiti, because most of it is chronic lack of development. That's why it's harder than in other countries, like war-torn countries really affected by conflict and so on, to make the case for humanitarian assistance. Right now, the insecurity is taking the form of waves of kidnappings. So those gangs are often being instrumentalized for different motives, yeah? Including control of territory. But it's really tough. The gang violence and the gang phenomenon in Haiti has grown tremendously over the past 15 years, let's say, and it's really affecting even the fabric of the country. The UN has an image problem in Haiti, and we are trying to work on it. And it's affecting also the humanitarian operation to some extent. The UN legacy in Haiti, in the eyes of the Haitian public, the Haitian press, is three things: the peacekeeping legacy, the cholera legacy, and the babies that have been left behind by UN personnel in Haiti. We are trying to rebalance, we are trying to project a more positive image of the UN, and we need to explain better what we do. What we have been working on over the past 3 months is to rebalance our country team. We need to have a better way, better networks, better contacts within the neighborhood, community leaders, civil society group, local NGOs who work inside the neighborhoods and who can work with the UN in facilitating access. Yeah. One of the projects I am proud of so far is to make sure that we have a special look at gender-based violence. We make sure we speak to affected population, including affected women and girls, so that the response is responding to their needs. Yeah. In terms of the dilemma of not helping everybody, I think we are making a genuine effort to make sure we target the most vulnerable people. When you have 4.4 million people in need, and you need to come down to 1.5 because you believe it's what is reasonable, including in terms of your resource mobilization potential, it takes some difficult decision. It needs transparency, it needs good explaining, and it needs to bring everybody around the table to share those similar vision. I am promoting an agenda where we focus on the most vulnerable with humanitarian assistance, and we push a development agenda to change this country by addressing some of its fundamental problems of instability, of insecurity, of lack of development, of lack of economic growth.